Shalom. Kola Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Shem Rahakodash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching in our true sincerity and diligence for the sake of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying and straight to the point, and really just coming back to give warning to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, which makes up the 12 tribes of Israel, to ultimately return, come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah while the evil days come not. You see, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah said not to put off day to day. You see, because suddenly the wrath of the Lord is soon to come to Babylon the Great, which is America, man. And if you haven't repented and ultimately came back to the Lord in true sincerity and diligence, well, you're going to get caught out there in the evils, man. Which these evils is going to be carried out by the so-called white man, Esau Edom, man, which is the wicked. You see, and the Lord said that his sword is the wicked. You see? So like you. Let's go right there first. It's the book of Psalm 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And who is the wicked? Right? The wicked is the so-called white man. You see, and the so-called white man is going to be the one who's going to carry out the evils that's to come here to the planet Earth, ultimately America, man. By way of that famine, insurrections, seditions, militia groups, martial law, FEMA camps, FEMA troops, blackouts, all sorts of hell is going to break loose here in America, man. You see, and your desires should be to be delivered from the so-called white man, you see, by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. You see, let's go to the book of Psalms 140 and verse 1. He said, deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continue are they gathered together for war. Who is this man? You see, this man is the so-called white man. You see, he the one who has the power to ultimately come down on you with great wrath. He the one who has the power to ultimately come down on you, with great evils, man. He's the one who you need to be delivered from, ultimately, man. It said they are gathered together for war. You got the military that's soon to come out and roll through your streets, to go door to door, kicking in your doors. You having these militia groups out here that's going to be hunting you jakes, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man, woman, and child, man, because you women not going to get away, man. You women going to be getting ravished and raped and beat, organ harvest, all sorts of things. Your kids going to be getting killed. Your men going to get sent to, drafted off into war. Some might get put in FEMA camps. Some may meet the guillotine or the gas chamber. You see, so this man, this is the man who's gathered together always for war towards you jakes, man. The so-called white man thirsts for your blood. You see? And if you haven't turned back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, well, look, man, ultimately, this man is going to overtake you, man, and you're going to see the fury of this devil, man. You see? He said they have sharpened their tongue like a serpent. Out of his poison is under their lips. Selah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hand of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. You see, the so-called white man has purpose to overthrow your going, man. He thirsts for your blood. You see, in the only way for you to be preserved, where Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah ultimately gave you this wisdom, because this wisdom is going to act as a formula to preserve you from this devil, man. You see? Matter of fact, let's see real quick this book of I'm looking for Slacking. Here we are. This book of Proverbs, chapter 2 and verse. Let's see. All right, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 2, going to start at verse 6. He said, "For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He laid up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly." You see, and a buckler is a protection, man. You see? He's a buckler to them that walketh uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity. Yeah, every good path, when wisdom enter into thy heart and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. You see? He said to deliver thee from the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things. You see, and that evil man is the so-called white man. You see? So this wisdom is gonna act in, ultimately preserving you. You see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave you this wisdom to ultimately preserve you from the so-called white man, so that you can give him all the honor, glory, and praising, all the honor, glory, and praise. You see, when ultimately you get preserved, man. Because all honor, glory, and praise is gonna go to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the one who giveth the wisdom, man. And if you ain't got this wisdom, well, ultimately you gonna get caught out there, man. If your stability is in your money, or you put your trust in money, or you stocking up, or you might got land, out in the country, well, ultimately that's not what's gonna preserve you, man. You're gonna need this wisdom now to understand. You're gonna need Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, because this wisdom, Yahweh said, "I am wisdom." Let's get that. This Proverbs 8. In verse 14, say, "Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength." You see? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is ultimately the one who gives this wisdom, man, to preserve those who may receive it, man. And if you refuse to receive this message, well, ultimately, man, you gonna die, man, because you turned your ear. You turned away the shoulder. You see, because this wisdom is gonna act in preserving you from the so-called white man, this devil, man, in which great evil, the Lord said, evil and only evil, behold, is coming. You see, so it's only evil coming to the planet Earth. This place will never get back to what it was back in 2005 or 1990s. When you was at peace, you didn't have to worry about a mask or a virus or anything, or a jab, or anything, trying to get booster juices. You didn't have to worry about none of that back then, man. Well, now the evils is going to increase in the earth, man. Well, you're going to see more murders, more people dying. It's going to be lawlessness. The Lord said, should he find the land should be barren of faith, man. You see, it's gonna get that bad. You see, and you can see the stage being set now, man. Whereas if you don't repent, man, you're gonna get caught out there in these evils, man. And the Lord is who you have to run to, man. He's your strong tower. Matter of fact, it's Proverbs 18 and verse 10. He said, "The name of the Lord, right, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yahweh meaning He is, Yahweh Shah meaning He who delivers, right." He said, "Is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe." You see, so ultimately, this is how you find your salvation, man. Ultimately, run into Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is how you get preserved. You see, trusting in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, trusting in any other God, man, is gonna get you killed, man. The Lord is your shelter, man, to keep you from the hands of the enemy, man. Allah is not gonna keep you from the enemy. Buddha, or rather flipping Torah cards, man. If you flip a Torah card in that day, and try to read some energy, you ain't gonna make it, man. All that witchcraft shit, man, you gonna die, man. So it's best put away with all that shit, man. Put away with all your gods, man, and come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because He's the one who's gonna protect you and preserve you from the enemy, man. And that enemy is Esau. You see, there's the book of Psalm 61 and 3. He said, "For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy." You see, The Lord is a strong tower from the enemy. And you run to a tower for safety, man. You know, he said, I will abide in thy tabernacles forever. I will trust in the comfort of thy wings. You see, for thou, O Yahweh, Bashmi Yahushai, has heard my vow. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. You see, yeah, we're just going to end it right there. Yeah, man, just ultimately, man, come back to Yahweh, Bashmi Yahushai. You see? If not, man, you're going to die, man. You know, Yahweh Shema Shai is the one who's going to preserve you, man. You know, those who return back to Yahweh Shema Shai, it's a great reward coming, man. You know, man, women, and child who all return back to Yahweh Shema Shai and they trust and believe and seek Yahweh Shema Shai, true sincerity and diligence, man. It's going to be a reward, man. You know, just got to endure unto the end. You see, but the Lord giving us comfort. He giving us strength to endure to the end. And those who refuse to return, man, you're going to die, man. Horrifying judgment is coming to you, man. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying until next time. Shalom to the elect.